Party begins in Power and Light. You are looking live right now toward the Sprint Center, which is very calm. Of course, it's 6 a.m., but imagine 6 p.m. and then all through the weekend, you can really just expect a repeat of the AFC Championship celebration.
Tech 9 is going to be taking the stage tonight at KC Live for a Red Kingdom rally. Things get started at 5 o'clock. Admission is free. And if you are heading to Power and Light, expect to see a lot of law enforcement. Extra patrols will be stationed there, as well as Westport and the Plaza. They're ready for just about anything. They'll even have a special DUI squad working traffic.
Make that plan beforehand. Don't make that plan in the fourth quarter of the game when there's emotions on the line. Make that plan beforehand. Take a ride service, get somebody, a friend that's going to stay sober, taxi cab. Make those arrangements all ahead of time.
Police also want to discourage people from celebratory gunfire and remind everyone that fireworks are illegal inside the city limits.
Great reminder on all fronts there. Be sure to keep that in mind this weekend. Hey, this morning we've talked about the huge rally that's going to happen at P&L later today, but there's an even bigger party planned. That one for Sunday.
You better believe it. Abby Dodge is live in P&L this morning. And Abby, how many people are actually going to be there for this?
I've talked to a couple of people, and they're throwing around an estimate of about 20,000 people. Joe and Gina, that's a lot. And with all the nice weather that Aaron's predicting, they're going to use every single inch of this space. 60 degrees, they might not even need to turn on those heaters. The watch party won't be just in this area, though. Power and Light is shutting down Grand Boulevard from 13th Street to Truman Road to make sure you don't miss the game any second of the game. There's going to be a 15-foot LED screen to watch the game on, and there are plans for a 30-foot long beer truck, grill stations, and live music for fans. The fans are what this weekend is all about here in Kansas City. For the past 2 weeks, people have been showing their pride for the city, from shop displays to dressing up statues and creating huge light displays at Union Station. We were out there yesterday. Everyone is buying into the hype of this Sunday's game. And if you're coming out here anytime this weekend, this whole party is family friendly, so you don't need to worry about bringing your kids out here. But if you are under 21, you need to be with a parent or a guardian. Live in Kansas City, Abby Dodge, KC TV5 News.
All right, Abby, it's definitely going to be a party, that's for sure. And what about the game itself? One of the keys to watch will be the 49ers defense against the Chiefs' Legion of the Zoom.
The Niners will have to try to find a way to slow down KC, but that's not going to happen. The Chiefs receivers told us they believe they're quick enough to carve up that defense and put on a lot of points.
It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a very high-scoring game, because they got a good offense. We got a good offense.
Got a lot of horsepower on the offensive side. We pride ourselves on our speed. Andy loves for us to get upfield and stretch the defense, and that's a great aspect of our game.
It gives us like a different fuel to our tank, to make us want to go out there and be even more ballers.
All right, so you heard it right there. The receivers, they are confident about tearing it up in the Miami Heat. So is Patrick Mahomes. But what about our own Neil Jones? They're basking on the beach, taking in the sun early on this Red Friday.
Neil, you've been in Miami all week for us. You've been by the pool, the beach. We're super jealous.
And now he's going to be at
the
Super Bowl.
You're counting down, and now you got that beautiful background with the ocean behind you. You look so calm and serene.
Sunrise over the Atlantic on South Beach. Aaron Little, eat your heart out. Who says you want to trade with Miami weather? Well, today and tomorrow would be pretty good. I think Sunday might be a draw. But if this is a beautiful spot, but this is also a beautiful opportunity for Patrick Mahomes. There's no question he is the biggest star heading into Sunday's game. Look what he did in the 2 playoff wins. He threw 8 touchdown passes against 0 interceptions as the Chiefs beat the Texans and the Titans on their way to the Super Bowl. And Mahomes' agent, Lee Steinberg, says that he has an opportunity to change his life, not his career, his life forever.
What happens is the players that play dramatically and who interview well have a chance to cross out from the narrow genre of hardcore football fans to become household names. So it has a really dynamic effect.
And the reason is there are millions and millions of Americans, millions of people overseas. They only watch one football game a year, and it's the Super Bowl. they're at a party and they watch, or they're overseas and this is the one game they get. Kind of like what a lot of people watch the World Cup every 4 years.
Right.
We don't watch a lot of international soccer, but we watch that. Guys, this is a marvelous opportunity if he wants to become the next, shall I say, mega superstar, somebody you read about. LeBron James is that way. He's a guy that's a crossover star. So it'll be interesting to see. I can't imagine that you could find, he has not had a misstep in Kansas City. I think you guys would agree.
Yeah.
Everything he's done's been golden. He hasn't been embarrassed. He hasn't said anything wrong. You haven't heard about him being out, doing stuff he shouldn't do. I mean, he seems like a grounded guy. I think he's one of the guys that can handle it. My only fear is that he becomes what Tom Brady has been the last 15 years, because that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, that's where my mind went too. I was like, we could go one of two ways here. But I did love that he said he wants to keep it right here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
We cross our fingers and we hope for that. But I agree, Neil. He has a good head on his shoulders. So, all right, Neil, thank you so much.
He's going to sign it. You bet.
He's going to sign a big contract is what you're going to say. My mind's there as well, that 200
Yes.
mil. Wow, a lot of money. All right, thank you,
Thanks,
Neil.
Neil.
6:08 is your time. We have more live Mission Miami coverage ahead coming up in about 30 minutes. We'll check back in with Neil about who the difference maker could be on Super Bowl Sunday. We do have